Probably gonna sin again. Lord, forgive me. Lord, forgive me. Things I don't understand. Sometimes I need to be alone. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. I can feel your energy from 2 planets away. I got my drink, I got my music, I'ma share it, but today I'm yelling, bitch, don't kill my vibe. 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 Look inside of my soul, to find gold and make it get rich. Look inside of your soul and you can find out it never exists. I can feel the changes. I can feel a new life. I always knew life can be dangerous. I can say that I like the challenge and you tell me it's painless. You don't know what pain is. How can I paint this picture when the color blind is hanging with you? Fell on my face and I woke with a scar. Another mistake living deep in my heart. Buried on top of my sleeve in a flick. I can admit that it did look like yours. Why you resent every making of this? Tell me your purpose is petty again. But even a small lighter can burn a bridge. Even a small lighter can burn a bridge. I can feel the changes. I can feel the new people around me. Just wanna be famous. You can see that my city finally put me on stages. To me that's amazing. That's a quick check. With all this respect, let me say this. I am a sinner who's probably gonna sin again. Lord, forgive me. Lord, forgive me. Things I don't understand. Sometimes I need to be alone. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Feel your energy from 2 planets away. I got my drink, I got my music, I will share it, but today I'm yelling, bitch, don't kill my vibe. 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 I see no changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, is life worth living? Should I blast myself? I'm tired of being poor and even worse, I'm black. My stomach hurts, so I'm looking for a purse to snatch. Cops give a damn about a nickel. Pull the trigger, Kill a nigga, he's a hero. Give a crack to the kids, who the hell cares? One less hungry mouth on the welfare. First ship them dope and let them deal to brothers. Give them guns, step back, watch them kill each other. It's time to fight back, that's what Huey said. 2 shots in the dark, now Huey's dead. I got love for my brother, but we can never go nowhere unless we share with each other. We gotta start making changes. Learn to see me as a brother instead of 2 distant strangers. And that's how it's supposed to be. How can the devil take a brother if he's close to me? I'd love to go back to when we played as kids, but things change, and that's the way it is. Come on, that's just the way it is. Changes, things will never be the same. That's just the way it is, the way it is. Oh yeah, yeah. Hear me, oh my, come on, come on, come on. That's just the way it is, just the way it is, the way it is. Things will never be the same, never be the same, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, and that's just the way it is, way it is. Oh yeah, yeah. I see no changes. All I see is racist faces. Misplaced hate makes disgrace to races. I wonder what it takes to make this one better place. Let's erase the waste, take the evil out the people. They'll be acting right, 'cause both black and white are smoking crack tonight. And the only time we chill is when we kill each other. It takes skill to be real, time to hit each other. And although it seems heaven sent, we ain't ready to see a black president. Oh, it ain't a secret, don't conceal the fact. The penitentiary's packed and it's filled with blacks. But some things will never change, never change. Trying to show another way, but you're staying in a dope game. Ooh, now tell me what's some mother to do. Being real don't appeal to the brother in you. Yeah, you gotta operate the easy way. I made a G today, but you made it in a sleazy way. Selling crack to the kids, I gotta get paid. Well, hey, well that's the way it is. Come on, that's just the way it is. Changes, things will never be the same. That's just the way it is, the way it is. Oh yeah, yeah. Hear me, oh my, come on, come on, come on. That's just the way it is, just the way it is, the way it is. Things will never be the same, never be the same. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, that's just the way it is, way it is. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Just the way it's done. Things will never be the same.
This liquor got me in my zone. Now I'm blowing up your phone. Blowing weed, smoking the ozone. I just can't let this go. This liquor got me in my zone. Now I'm blowing up your phone. Blowing weed, smoking the ozone. I just can't let this go. Girl, if I'm doing too much.
que se ve,
morena,
mira como mueve,
así, morena,
mira como goza,
morena,
mira como toma, tómalo morena, qué rico que se ve,
morena,
mira como mueve,
así, morena,
mira como goza,
morena,
mira como toma, tómalo.
Esperando pa' tu tiempo, mi amor para ti no soy un ejemplo. Y ahora tú me digas que tú sabes que yo soy para ti como la clave permanente. Esto es pa' tu mente, quiero ser tuyo por siempre. Y yo quiero que te sientas como yo me siento. Mira por ejemplo. Siempre voy a estar aquí a tu lado. Nunca me voy a cansar. Solamente yo te quiero enseñar qué tan caro es. Mírate qué tan caro es.
Yo quiero mi morena, qué rico que se ve,
Morena,
mira como mueve,
Así,
morena,
mira como goza,
morena,
mira como toma, tómalo morena, qué rico que se ve,
morena,
mira como mueve,
así,
morena.
mira como goza,
Ahora tú me dices que tú sabes.
tómalo.
Te veo bailando, te veo gozando, te veo andando por la calle, mi morena. Yo sigo pensando, si yo sigo pensando que yo te quiero en mi brazo, mi morena. Yo te quiero en mi brazo, mi morena. Morena,
Rico que se ve,
morena,
mira como mueve,
morena,
mira como goza,
morena,
mira como toma, tómalo morena, rico que se ve,
morena,
mira como mueve,
morena,
mira como goza,
morena,
mira como toma, tómalo.
morena, qué suave, morena, ay qué linda, morena, qué gostosa, morena, morena, ay mi morena, morena,
Tómalo.
morena, ay 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 mi morena, ay 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 mi morena. Ay, 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 mi morena. Ay, 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 mi morena.
No texting, no writing, nobody telling me what to say. This from the brain, from the heart, from the soul, from the streets. I'm a bitch from the streets. I get that money. I get that money. Bitch, give me what you got.
Check 1, 2, let's go.
In this moment,
Yes.
I cannot say what's wrong or right.
No.
It's not hard to fool me,
No.
'cause I'm addicted to the good life.
Yes.
Yeah, lead the way, I follow. No need to say
No.
where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all, to the edge of it all. So tell your good lies, 'cause I'll find no better one. Yeah, susceptible now before the moment flies. Ooh, so tell your good lies,
Come on in, come on in.
'cause I'll find a better one. Ooh, susceptible now before the moment flies. It's not a problem,
No.
'cause I know what I'm getting into.
Yes.
Yeah, Nothing can stop me.
No.
'Cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way, I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find no matter what, yeah. Susceptible now, before the moment flies, before it flies. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find no matter what. Susceptible now, before the moment flies.
Hey, Wabity. Oh, wow. We are back. We are back.
You want to come home with me tonight? It's been a while.
So what is it this time? You just want to be held, or you want the LD?
What you think it is? I want the LD, baby. And then I want to be held. That's all right with you?
You know me. It's my duty to please that booty.
Peace and blessings to everyone that is tuned in tonight. You are here of another edition of the Black Bottom Roscast. Happy New Year to everyone, each and every one of you. So glad that y'all came in to the house. I'm your host, Ross Lee. I'm here to bring the real, have grown folks conversations, and have a good time doing it. Hope everyone had a safe weekend. Hope your holiday was safe. I hope you made all your changes and your focus for this upcoming year of 2026. But if nothing else, I hope that you are striving to be the best version of yourself. So shout out to all y'all that came out. Shout out to all those that's tuned in. Shout out to Sean O'Neal. What's that? H3U. Shout out to you. Shout out to Camille Soto, BTW. All right, I see you out here. B1W, I'm sorry. Where y'all from? If y'all still tuned in, give y'all locations and salutations. It's a whole nother year now. Thanks to all of my new subscribers that have subscribed. If you are just tuning in to this podcast, I do this every Tuesday and Friday night. Tuesdays 8:30 Central, Fridays 10 o'clock Central Time. And like, come on in, hit the like button, and if you are new, hit the subscribe so you can get and hit the notification bell so you can get all future notifications of my shows. I'm not about to do a big long soliloquy. Okay, I was just seeing what was going on here. I see my StreamYard's been StreamYarding. I had to do some other stuff. So y'all can hear me. Hey, hit a thumbs up in the chat. I hope everything is going good as far as my levels. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to do our thing and just keep it 100. But if you hear everything cool and everything, just let me know. I believe everything is good. Hold on, let me see something. Everything, just let me know. I believe it's good. Hold on. Well, let me do this again. Okay, I'm good. All right, just wanted to make sure all my shit was right. Anyway, like I said, StreamYard be StreamYard, man. But y'all know how I do. We always start off the night with a body cam. Y'all see the title of the show. We're gonna get to that. It's a whole lot of shit we gotta talk about tonight because it's some fuckery going on in the land, and we gonna talk about all that shit. But of course, I'm gonna do a body cam. Shout out to Heavy Gant. If you are not subscribed to his page, please go over to his page, Heavy Gant Reacts. Subscribe to him, hit his likes, check out his work, and tell him that the Black Bottom Roscast sent you. Okay. But this is something that he had actually put out earlier. I haven't seen it. So this is gonna be the first time that we're gonna see it. And she wasn't happy about being fired, so she came back to get arrested. We got to see this one right here.
No, the girl.
She's out here.
Oh, she is. She's out back.
Hey, yo, Arrest Cam is the channel, guys. Links in the description. Y'all know who I do this for. Let's go.
Yeah, she's still here.
Okay. Now, tell me what happened before I go deal with this.
So I came, I saw HR come down. She says, hey, can you come with me? I need you to come with me. So we came out, we go up the stairwell, and I just hear screaming. So she has done this before. So she's been suspended and let go, and she's been fired. And she's saying.
Was she fired today?
Yesterday.
Then why is she back today?
That's her point. She can't clock in. She's blocked on everything. So we don't even know how. But she was going up to work, and we're like, no, you can't, you're fired. And then from what I understood, because I didn't hear it all, she's very loud, one of those loud girls. So I think she finally gets down a half a flight. I'm like, come on, let's just go downstairs.
Just say what it is. She said she one of them loud girls. No, she one of them ratchets. It's just, other races don't like to say that shit. We say it so prominently in our community. But obviously, she's one of them ratchets. The ones that don't have no self-control, no self-discipline, no conflict resolution skills, no emotional resolution skills. Bitches that just like to pop off at the mouth all the damn time. Overly emotional, hollering, screaming, and putting that energy out like you can't tell them nothing. Or you can't do nothing to them because they loud and all over the place. That's what that was. That was just a cute way to say ratchet.
She's videoing the whole thing. She's like, he put his hands on me, and then she got in his face. The other nurse just put her hand in between him and says, don't do that. And then she screamed all the way down, made a big old.
Oh, before we get started, hey, it's New Year. And like I always say, get you some water, eat you some fruit, roll you a blunt, have you a beer, get you a cocktail. Like my man Big Mike always say, get you some juice. But you gotta leave them pills alone because them mugs will kill you. All right, let's go.
Senior residency.
Yeah, she's out back here.
Yeah, she's this way. Sorry, I was just trying to get a little brief. I missed most of it, but I did call. That's HR. That's Miss Heather.
Good evening, Mikey. Good evening.
The regional vice president's on his way to speak to you guys. I just let you know. I happened to walk in at the end of it. She was terminated yesterday. Also left her a message letting her know that she wasn't allowed to enter the building until she spoke with me first. And that didn't happen. I caught it again. I was downstairs. She went to the 6th floor, I guess. So I caught it in the stairwell, and she's got it on video, so you can see it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You can cut through right here. She's got the
What does she do?
Who's the director?
She's.
Oh, that's you?
I'm the HR director.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're the one she's saying pushed her?
No. She's saying Steve, the plan ops director.
Okay. Yeah. But she's
like, why did you come back after you got fired? Like, you got fired.
I don't know, but looking at her shoulders and how she looking in the face, she look like she about to smoke. She looking like she bite bottle tops that's glass and eat them and shit in your face. Probably throw bricks at you and shit. Look like she'll beat you up. A couple of fucking football teams could probably use her like as either a defensive end or like a linebacker, maybe an offensive tackle. I don't know. You know, she looked kind of like angry and mean and she looked like she gonna fuck somebody up. But all right, let's go. Let's get it.
Got fired. That's letting you know they don't want you there. Right. So if you came back to the job after you had gotten fired, yeah, clearly you're here for some other shit.
For the
Okay,
smoke.
you here to get even is what I would think. All right, because if I knew somebody got fired, this working class people, pay attention. If you know that somebody gets fired, okay, for whatever reason they got fired, that's been me more than once. But if you know that somebody gets fired, and you see that person the next day, look here, you better keep your head on the swivel. You better get close to an exit because you never know what that person could be on.
That's supposed to be here. So I mean, if he's asking her to leave and she's not leaving,
She's gonna. You'll see the video. She didn't do that. This was like this, you know, to her.
Yeah.
Kindly in front of him.
Okay.
He's like, no, it's.
I mean, look at her. She look like she ain't got no motherfucking teeth at the bottom of her jaw. She look like she'll take a great punch and like laugh at you and shit. Like, nigga, is that all you got? Look, I'm just look. Don't quote me on this, but I'm just going by the appearance. The appearance looking kind of scary, kind of rough, kind of intimidating. I'm not trying to get beat up. Lord knows I don't need to get beat up. So, you know, you know, it is what it is. A shout to everybody that's tuning in. Hit the like button on your way in. And if you are new, subscribe.
What's her name? Do you have her information?
I do. Her name's Amber. That's all I got. It's unless I'm at my computer.
And what's your date of birth?
I don't know. I can give you all that when I go upstairs.
Yeah, go get it for me.
I will.
Okay.
Your address and
Everything. And then I'm gonna. Who dealt with her the most?
Steve.
Okay, yeah, I want to talk to him too.
Talk to Steve.
Let me ask you this though: why are you here today? You've been fired.
And nobody told me.
They said they called you and you were told.
Nobody told me I was
They
fired.
left the message.
No, I didn't get nothing. I came in. I was like, I can't clock in. So
There is no way that you're gonna work at a job, and if they tired of your shit, that you don't know that you fired. I don't know what job that y'all work at. It's like that. I didn't work at jobs that they won't actually fire you because they don't want to go through the paperwork of fucking paying you unemployment. So they'll just do shit to make you lose money, make you lose faith in the company, and then you just eventually quit. And once you voluntarily resign, they're done with you. So it is what it is with that. But if these motherfuckers fire you, just take advantage of that situation. Go to the necessary places to get your unemployment, especially if you was there more than 90 days, and just get your compensation.
I get some paperwork because they lost or shredded my paperwork. I had no file, and I've been here for about 6 months.
They have a file. She's going to get it.
Well, they told somebody else they didn't have no file, and they can't.
Okay.
Why are you here given the fact they fired you yesterday? Because I do not believe they didn't tell you that. Okay. Why are you here, ma'am?
Paperwork is on the table. I come in talking, all right, I can't clock in. So they were like, go to HR. I guess Steve, whoever the director is that I had a problem with, we meet on the 6th floor. Heather's not in her office. Never in the office. Because they have to talk to me. And he's being off top rude. I came in with a great attitude.
Well, supposedly what they said, you were fired yesterday. They left you a phone message. And maybe you didn't get the message. I don't know.
I just got off of my supervisor telling I couldn't clock in. She didn't tell me nothing.
Well, the HR lady said she called your phone and left a message.
She didn't call
Team leader.
me. Anita, the head supervisor,
Okay. Well, listen, you've been fired.
Well, I want to press charges on him.
We're not pressing
No,
charges.
I want to press charges. I
Press charges for what? That you got fired? They fired you? Okay. Why were you fired? What was the reasons? There are plenty of reasons why um an employer would fire you. It could be lack of production, attendance problems, um, being hostile, combative on the job, um, stanking. I mean, I don't know. I mean, shit. It's plenty of things. Especially if you work with places in the Midwest, because a lot of places in the Midwest are at will, companies, so they can fire you for any fucking reason. If they just tired of looking at your fucking face, I don't think this is gonna work, and they can fire you. Your jawline ain't looking all that great. You come up here with these crazy ass eyelashes, hairstyles, and weaves, and all this other crazy shit, and you got an odor. They could just fire you for anything. Why do I have to come behind you in the bathroom with a can of Lysol? There's plenty of reasons why they fire you. It's at will.
I want to press charges.
For what?
He touched me.
Okay. He asked you to leave. You didn't
No,
leave.
I was going down the steps. This is the second time.
Do you have it on video?
I'm gonna get y'all on video because this is ridiculous.
Well, you're on video right now.
That's cool.
Everything we're doing is being
Wait.
On the Heavy Gant channel, ma'am, and you're looking crazy right now.
In the fuck touch Monica Lajowski. Who the fuck did that? Clefo guy. You punch her in her, you give her a left cross, she gonna look at you and like shake that shit off, like, like, all right, now what? Shoot. I'm sorry. I'm stopping ranting. All right, let's go.
Now you were fired, and here you are. Now let me ask you guys: is there a chance that they didn't tell her that she got fired yesterday? I guess there is. What do y'all think? I think she knew, and I think she popped up and is playing crazy like she didn't know. Yeah, that's what I think.
I need your name, please, and badge number.
Okay, my name is Officer Cook, 10021.
Name and badge number, please.
Oh, hey, yo, she went from fired victim right into Karen mode.
Okay. So you're not letting me explain. I want to press charges.
Okay, explain to me what
press
charges do you have?
Harassing and him touching me. He touched me.
Because he asked you to leave.
No, he didn't. So this is what happened. You're not letting me explain. So I was trying to go
You've been talking the whole time.
You're not letting me, because you're cutting me off.
Okay.
You're cutting me off. I know my rights. I could talk.
Okay.
He touched me. He touched me on the inside part. In my beloved voice. The fuck? Who the fuck? I don't know. There's some motherfuckers out here that don't care. They ain't got no standards, no morals, no morals, none of that shit. But who the fuck gonna touch her? To touch it. Someone took her precious.
What are your rights? What are your rights?
No, don't do this. I need your head on. I need
That's my supervisor right there.
Supervisor.
Why
He's
do I
right
need
there.
somebody else?
Supervisor.
Who are y'all? Clearwater, please.
Absolutely.
Yeah, y'all. So I need press charges on him. He tried to push me down the stairwell.
Okay.
He pushed me down the stairwell.
Do you have that on video?
I got it.
Let me see the video.
He tried to push me down the
Let me
stairwell.
see the video.
You need to move on, ma'am.
I need to press charges.
Okay, listen,
You need to move on. They don't want you there. Go find a different job. Like, what type of person wants to force the job to keep them there? You got to understand that, man. When you're being let go, when you're getting fired, or if you're in a relationship and the person breaks up with you, or whatever form of rejection you go through, that's a choice. Whoever it was, job, whatever, have chose to separate from you. It's just the truth. It's what it is. Accept it. Move on.
Down the
Let me
stairwell.
see the video
Let me
if you
press
have the
charges. I
video.
need to press charges.
Okay, listen, we need to go. Where's your car? We need to go right now. You're not going to demand anything from me.
I need to press charges.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, shit. I think this officer must watch the Heavy Gant channel. Come on.
I need to press charges.
Listen, all right, listen, if you don't go, we'll just put you.
What the fuck?
Uh-oh. Whoa.
We're going to go to jail. Jill, what we're gonna do. I told you we need to leave.
Oh, I think that's the grip of the patriarchy. That's what I see. Oh my God, we got it double time. 1 and 2. Come on.
Because it's a strong bitch. You're going to take her ass down, strong style. You know what I'm saying? Like Japanese wrestling, some grappling, some jiu-jitsu, some motherfucker hapkido. You might have to do a leg sweep. You want to get this big bitch down. These big back hoes, they got a little strength about them. They holding something. So you get be careful now. Hopefully she ain't got no weapons.
You're not gonna win this. I told you need to leave. You're not gonna walk away from me.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that is I don't know if that's not the patriarchy. This is just a strictly traditional grip.
Yeah, that's a chicken wing. We call that in the hood the chicken wing hold. That's when you put that motherfucker all the way back. It's gonna be hurting so much you ain't gonna be trying to break out of that shit, especially if they got a good grip on it. Yeah, she done fucked up.
Grip, an old-fashioned grip.
You're resisting right now. Why you're resisting? You're trespassing after warning. Yeah, now you're going to jail. Now you're going to jail.
For what?
For trespass after warning.
I
told you to do something. No, you weren't.
I was
now,
calling.
Hey, now you're leaving.
I was calling.
Oh shit.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
Let's go. Now you get to go to jail.
Damn, you got fired and went to jail in the same day. Well, technically not the same day. She got fired yesterday, but come on, dog. You going to jail because you went back to the job you got fired from, and this is a hotel.
And you worse than Craig on Friday. You got fired, came back, and got arrested. And cuffed up. Fisticuffed up. Oh my God, you living a bad life. You need to slow that shit down.
Hey, I'm not shitting on people that work in hotels, but come on, you think you could find another job at a hotel?
I need to talk to my child.
No, you can do that after you get out of jail.
Please don't do it. Please, I'm gonna leave. Please don't do it.
No, you wanted to be nasty, right?
Yep.
Come on. No, you weren't trying to be explaining nothing. No,
Please.
that's already that ship has sailed.
My man said, please. I have no felonies. I have a clean record. Please.
Not anymore.
Oh damn! You hear that? I'm telling you, man, that reality come and just drops in on you. I don't have no felonies. I've got a clean record. What did I tell y'all previously? The only way a person can be in a situation like this is if you don't have gratitude. All right, because when you just got fired, it's hard to be grateful. I've been there. Hard to be grateful when you just get fired. But hey, hold on now. If this girl was thinking, I don't have no felonies, I got a clean record, I can go get me a different job. That's not what she was thinking.
Right. So like, fuck that job. Fuck the policy. If it didn't work for you, you lose it. Okay, great. I'm quite sure you knew the ass ends of it beforehand, so you can make arrangements to find other employment. See, this is what kills me about a lot of people. When you working at jobs that you are not so after a while so cool to work with no more, make arrangements to move a fuck around. Don't put yourself in a situation where it ain't got so far gone that you lose this job, but you have nothing, in the line of job opportunities. You just out there bad. You just, you hanging on a string. You thinking you can just get away with whatever. No, if you don't like that job that you're working at, okay, it is what it is. There's plenty of jobs that I didn't work in the past that I didn't like, but I took a little time off. I did a little researching, and I did some soul searching, and I messed around and found other lines of employment. So when that time was coming up, it was no problem. I just dealt with this shit recently. I just dealt with a job that I was with for a number of years. Made good money, made them a lot of good money, but they didn't appreciate what I brought to the table. So in turn, I had to let that shit go and move on. Because what you're not going to do is disrespect me, make me feel like I'm less than, and take from me. Take out of my mouth, or take money from my family's mouth. I'm not about to deal with that because y'all clicked up in y'all own little circles, and I ain't a part of that shit, and y'all think it's sweet like that. And for those that still work at my old job, God rest your soul. You know, I pray for you because you're working for a bum. Yeah, and I said that shit. And I known these people for well over 2 decades. And I had to find out the hard way. Wasted a lot of time, money, and efforts. But at the same time, it made me a better person. So when I was put in a position where I had to move around, I moved around. Yo, what's up, Big Mike? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? When it was time for me to move around from that situation, I moved around. No problem. I'm doing great.
She didn't think about all the things that she has at her advantage. She went back up here because she felt slighted. She went back up here to get even.
Not please, it's time to talk, please.
Absolutely not. Talking's over.
Not, please, I was leaving. I was.
You weren't leaving.
Yes, I was.
You were trying to be a tough guy and tell me what you were and weren't going to do.
I take a bus here and back.
Well, I'll get you a ride today.
Please don't do this, please. Please.
You should have thought about that before you got nasty.
I wanted to talk. Nobody listens.
When I tell you to leave, you leave.
Okay, I understand.
Oh, no, that's so.
Please.
You're going to leave now.
Please, I was just trying to get everything.
You weren't trying to do nothing but be nasty.
No, it's not.
And you didn't want to listen. You thought you were in control.
No, I did. Please.
No.
Oh, this is like a senior living place. Okay, I'm thinking it's a hotel, so it's a senior living place. I got you.
You're under arrest.
God bless you.
Damn, you get fucking arrested and fired from a single senior living facility. Yeah, you got to be on some bum ass shit because it be some trifling things that go on with the people that work at these facilities that they get away with all kind of shit. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I saw it. That shit was crazy. But yeah, you got to be a special kind of stupid to fucking get fired from these kind of facilities. Whereas they just so overly tired because they let a lot of shit slide at old folks' homes. But for you to get fired from it and then come back on some tough Tony shit and then get arrested behind it, like, what? Why? Find you another job. Get you some. Maybe that line of work ain't good for you. Maybe you need to find something else. But this is the problem with a lot of people in the world. We get so stuck on one thing that we don't learn other tricks of the trade, and it could happen. But at the same time, if you're stuck on one thing, at least improve in that. So you never be without a job. You can go to any fucking facility and get hired like that. My line of work, I can go anywhere, get a job just like that because of my skill set and my experience and my track record. When you getting things like this put on you, it's hard for a motherfucker to get another job in that whole circle, because they do background checks. And they see that you done did this, you done got fired, and you got arrested for trespassing and other kind of shit. Yeah, they gonna be not too quick to want to hire you. But people don't think like this. They think with their emotions and not with their logic.
Clearwater.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby, please. Please, my baby.
Let's go for it. Show me 10, 15 adult female.
And she keeps saying her baby, like, ma'am, listen, I understand that and I get that, but you should have been thinking about that baby when you got fired. Like, okay, gotta find another job, right? Not let me go back up here and show them, like, come on, man, you ain't gonna win that game.
Baby, please. Please, my baby.
Let's go for it. Show me 10, 15 adult female.
Oh, baby, please.
Oh, she don't want to
Oh,
say.
baby, please don't do this, my baby.
You should have thought about
Please
that earlier.
don't do this, my baby. I was just trying to about it, my baby, please.
She's allowed to escort you out the building.
You can't touch me,
Yes,
though.
you can.
I have a 3-year-old.
You're
Please.
wrong.
She has nobody's going to go to
You should have thought about that.
my baby.
Damn, man. Like, you can't expect people to care more about your kids than you're gonna care about them.
And what's so crazy? What's so crazy about this whole situation? One, shout out to Florida. I constantly see a number of fucking Floridians that just crash the fuck out. What happened with this person is that she was working at a seniors facility. I guess for whatever reason, she got terminated. Then she wanted to go back up there and be on some tough Tony shit. And they trespassed her. She didn't want to leave. And this is the repercussions of her trying to act like a Karen. And she just got showed we don't give two shits about your so-called privilege. You act crazy. They had to cup up. They had to strong arm her because she ain't want to listen. And this is the repercussions of you being a hardhead. You know what I'm saying? This is what happens. I mean, look, take the L. They fired you. Find something else. Obviously, you moved in a certain way that they didn't think they needed. And to get fired from senior facilities and some of the horror stories that we done heard with with the people that work at these senior facilities, you was over the top. I mean, real time. You had to be you was just disrespectful. Blatantly disrespectful for facilities like this to fire you. And this is what you get.
Out of man, these people don't know your kids. I don't want no kid to go into the system, but if you're not thinking about that as their parent, you can't expect this guy and this guy to think about that. They don't know your kid.
I got the elevator here waiting for you. No, she ran to the stairwell, and then she went down a flight. I said, "Come on, okay, we can exit this way too." And then she tried to come back up, and I said, "No,
She's
you're not."
playing the I don't know game. With
Yeah.
everything.
Okay.
Yeah. I asked her to leave the property.
Yeah.
She wanted to get nasty with me and not leave. Yeah. Oh yeah. She's gonna trespass after warning and obstruction. No, I need your information.
Oh, absolutely.
Did you put your hand on her to escort her?
No. She was going down the stairwell like this, trying to come back up.
Yeah.
And I said, "No, you're not coming this way. We're going outside like this." And she come up.
Which, by the way, when you're escorting her out, she's rude.
Right. And her whole excuse as far as with this man that I'm assuming he like runs it, he's trying to get her about the building. But she tried to make it seem like, oh, he touched me in a different kind of way. You know what way we talking about. And no, we just tired of your shit and you got to get the fuck out of here. So if I got to fucking make a barrier for you to keep in my facility, that's what he did. And hey, catch 22.
refuses to leave, you're allowed to do that. Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
If she's as cooperative as she is now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Hey, just so you know, you're officially now terminated, and I'm charging you with trespass after warning and obstruction for pulling away from me. You can call whoever you need to call when you get to the jail. Your baby can't answer the phone. Your baby's a young child, right?
I need a car.
Okay. If you sit back there and be quiet before you leave to go to jail, I'll let you call her. Oh no, you're going to jail.
Newports, of course.
I know I have weed in there. Dump it out. I know.
No, I'm charging you with that.
That's cool.
Damn. Yo, man, this cop is with the shit, ain't he? He hitting her with everything.
In the end, Andrea was charged with being in possession of marijuana, trespassing after warning, resisting an officer without violence, and misuse of the 911 system. She pled no contest to all charges and was adjudicated guilty of all 4 charges. Her license was revoked for 6 months, and she was ordered to pay $733.92 in costs and fees, which later went to collections. If you like this video and want to...
Yo, like, what's the deal? Her license was revoked. What?
They be giving so many women passes and shit. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. The passes that a lot of women get doing stupid shit. But anyway, that was that. You know, we always got to start off with a body cam. But I know y'all been hearing about this Stephon Diggs, Cardi B shit, the trouble that Stephon Diggs is with his now ex-chef. It's some other shit going on in the game. But this right here is going to tell you about what the fuck he was doing during the holiday season. And shout out to Pink Book Lessons for putting this out here. But as much as she tried to make it seem like that, oh, they are such the couple now, and she's sticking it to Offset. This right here is showing you more and more and more that Cardi B is a bum ass skank. And Stephon Diggs is going down a slippery slope fucking with this broad. And he gonna fuck around and fuck up his football career. Trying to hang out with some stanky BBL ass broad. But shout out to Pink Book Lessons for putting this shit out. You know, Stephon Diggs ditched Cardi B for the other baby mamas on Christmas. I know a lot of y'all probably didn't know this, but hey, we got the scoop.
To that girl from the UK on Love and Hip Hop, laughing at that girl's pain and taunting that girl while she was in tears. And look, she ain't had no luck with men since.
This user tweeted and said, I can't imagine being at home with my newborn and my baby daddy somewhere else with his other newborn. Like, OMFG. That's crazy. Tasha K chimed in and said that she been told y'all he had all them women pregnant at the same time, all the kids are the same age, and only one is outside with him, strictly promoting his businesses and brand. This user said, imagine keeping a man's 8th child because you think you're giving him his first boy, and then has 3 boy babies in the same year before you give birth. Yikes. Cardi tweeted, seems like the ghetto always finds me. Yuck.
Y'all need to calm down. Y'all need to calm down. Is y'all cool? Y'all been dragging me for 3 or 4 days. Y'all been a little bit too mean. Like, now. Y'all been a little bit too mean. I can't change.
She can't change being a slut bucket. She can't change needing attention. She can't change being remedial. She can't just change being ratchet. She can't change being a better person or a better version of herself. She can't change it. So, exactly. She can't change it. She can't change the fact that she knowing, see, what a lot of y'all don't realize, what a lot of these modern women be on now they be straddling the fence on both sides. A lot of these women, these modern women that think they baddies, they straddle the fence with men and women. Don't think that Cardi from Offset, even before Offset, to even Stephon Diggs, it's just been strictly dickly. Don't think that. Don't think that she ain't been involved in menage a trois and all this other shit. The rumors has been going out that some women said that has been around. They ain't put themselves out in the public, but we've heard, shit from certain alleged, sources that the broad has an odor. And especially with these BBLs, it's even worse. But, you know, there are situations in this world, right? That a man accepts a woman for her sexuality and is all for having a good time. But then there do come a time where there are some women, it ain't that they don't want to deal with that scenario. They don't want to deal with that scenario with that bitch. And there's a lot of women behind the scenes that entertain what she's entertaining with men that don't want to deal in that scenario because of her. But a lot of y'all is just all thinking she's the wheel and her shit don't stink and all this other dumbass shit. But all right, okay, let's go.
I can't go back in time. All right, I'm saying I already had a baby. Y'all want me to put my baby back in my huh? I don't know what y'all want me to do. Y'all want me to leave my man and yours? You want me to leave my man and just go and yours? I don't know. What y'all want me to do? What y'all want me to do? We can only go forward now.
I can't. It's a new year, but this woman is still complete trash, by the way. Every single time she opens her mouth, she proves why she's the biggest gutter sewer rat of New York City. Every single time. Never fails. She's asking what y'all want me to do.
So her response to the backlash is like, what you want me to do? Put my baby back in my twat and leave my man and fuck yours? You see the shit that she on? You see the shit that she's on? And y'all fucking y'all champion this bullshit behavior. This is why I hate that the masses and some of the youth in large numbers are so attracted to the music that is made by bums like her and Megan the Male Horse and Glorilified and Sukiana and Sexy Dead and all these other motherfuckers. This is what y'all champion. This low vibration, low IQ, low energy behavior, music. Because the machine promotes it. It ain't because of the public that's promoting this shit and supporting it in the mass. These motherfuckers will never be on the level of a Michael Jackson or even Chris Brown, of a Sade, of a Vesta, Shaka Khan, Luther Vandross. They would not. Who's going to listen to their music 20 years from now? Seriously. Are they going to even last 20 more years? That's the main question. Artists like her and these other mindless bums out here in the streets, how long you think these shit's going to last? I'll wait.
I can't go back in time. No, what you're going to do is take all the consequences that come along with these dumb decisions you decided to make. Remember, Cardi B is the same one who had a whole mouthful for Peter Guns and his baby mama hip hopper drama that was going on, way back on the original Love and Hip Hop in New York. Well, girl, you are now officially in the same situation. And just like you had all that criticism, rightfully so, because Peter Guns and all those fools and sister wives attached to him, they deserve that criticism. But you now deserve it too. See, Cardi B want to be a toxic narcissist and continue to also deal with narcs, then want us to praise her for it. Why should anybody praise her for bad behavior? Sorry, Cardi, but the rest of the normal world, we're not those stock pockets that like to hang around you praising you for failure.
So I don't know.
And for
2020
those that do support this bullshit, we ain't even mad at you. We understand. We understand the IQ level that y'all have. We understand, and it's hard. I know some of y'all had hard, upbringings and didn't get enough sleep, eats, and hugs and love and shit like that. I get it. We get that, but you can't make that as an excuse for bad behavior as an adult. I mean, this. I don't know what y'all trying to do with this shit. Maybe y'all just want to live fast and die young. Maybe that's y'all mindset. I don't know. Maybe y'all just want to just die out before y'all hit 40. Who knows? But why should everyone else be subjected behind it? Why are the masses of people promoting and supporting ratchet behavior? Why are we doing that? What are we getting out of this? Yeah, it's fun for so long, but after that, then what? What are we doing? It's like we are so dumbed down as a society of people that we don't really see the forest from the trees of what's really going on. They want you to be in this energy. They want you to be in this mindset so they can constantly manipulate you and take from you, and you never elevate because you're so wanting to chase after a false image, a mirage of an image. A large majority of you people are not going to live these lifestyles of these people. Why would you want to? I don't know. The Birkin bags, the so-called cars and houses and all that other shit. Yeah, they got that shit, but it's coming with a cost. And they going to have to pay up at the end. And they payout ain't going to be happy. It ain't going to be good for them. Is that what y'all want? Y'all want a fast life just to live short? Is that what it's all about, money? Eating, drinking, walking, sulking. Is that what it's all about, money? Look at her. Her womb is so polluted.
26 is in a couple of days. I have so much work to do once January starts that it's stressing me out. I'm going to be away from my babies, away from my personal life, away from my home. I have to rehearse for 10 to 12 hours a day for tour. There is so many elements of production that I'm missing for tour. I'm already super stressed out. You know what I'm saying? I'm already super stressed out. I need my support system, my fans to love me. I want y'all to come to my tour and enjoy yourself with me. Don't be dragging me. It's enough. All right? It's enough.
She's saying, hey, I put all this out there for promotion to get attention and try to sell these albums for Atlantic. I had y'all all in my business making songs and posts about upgrading to a new better man, parading this questionable alleged LGBT man around like you're flexing, and then it all blew up in your face. Why? Because she allowed these same idiots that's always telling her whatever she want to hear online to play her out her own position. She went from a wife to a baby mama that can't even be a successful sister wife, couldn't even spend Christmas with her boyfriend because he was busy entertaining all the other infants and sister wives at his house. Cardi B is feeling pressure after Stefon Diggs showed that he had all his brand new babies over there for Christmas along with their mothers. This guy had 4 newborns born in a year, and Cardi and her newborn nowhere to be found. Then it was exposed that at least one of those babies is a boy. And
And I gotta say, that is some diabolical shit. You have 4, including Cardi B, newborn that was born just this past year. The brotherhood ain't co-signing that shit, man. We're not co-signing that behavior with this nigga. It was said years ago, few years ago, who you should not want your girl, your daughter, dating. And they said this nigga is he one of them YNs. He just got a little talent and made some money. And y'all all with the shits. You know, before his career is over, and when his career is over, it's gonna be bad news for him. Cause he ain't got nothing to fall back on. But bum shit, but bum shit and bullshit. They ain't gonna hire him to do color commentary for the NFL. He's not gonna be on no goddamn sports shows giving his analysis to certain sports and games and stuff like that. He's gonna fucking, when he's done, he's gonna be done. Then what y'all bitches gonna do that fucked with him? Especially you, Cardi, with your dumb, slow ass.
And get this, that baby boy was born before Cardi's baby boy. So the whole Cardi making her fans think that she was somehow special and different from the other baby mamas because she was having his first boy, that turned out to be a whole lie too. Just like this whole manufactured PR relationship. Stefon already had the firstborn son with one of the other Dollar Tree mop buckets, so she was looking real stupid over that too. And even had the nerve to tweet out saying something about the ghetto always find me. Yuck.
Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn.
Is anybody going to tell her? Cardi, listen to me closely. You are the ghetto. That whole comment trying to make it seem like she's on some high level and everybody dark or black that she's dealing with is just a problem. You know, they have these low class situations, but she's high class. She's valuable. See, this is what you get when you prop up bodega thought buckets. They lose all sense of reality and really start believing whatever y'all tell them. Nobody is dragging Cardi B down but Cardi. And quiet as it's kept, the dragon isn't too far because she was already at the very low hot level of hell. I mean, once you're in hell, the stories, the stairs, or whatever, they all look the same. Apparently, Cardi B spent Christmas along with her kids, and her boyfriend, Stefon Diggs, was with all his baby mamas because he wanted to be with his kids, but those women wanted to also be involved.
So damn. Offset didn't come see you and the kids. Stefon Diggs didn't come see you and your children and one of your sons when you was having your issues with Offset, made a hairstyle identical to this guy who you call your boyfriend. And he spent the holidays with his other baby mamas and kids in his house. You know, he got his own shit. You know, if nothing else, I will say at least he ain't no leeching ass motherfucker that want to leech off of your shit. What he's doing is using you for his own personal clout, dummy. But you using him for your own clout. But we're going to see at the end Who wins in this toxic, ghetto, low IQ, low vibrational fucking relationship that both you motherfuckers have? You claiming you getting ready to tour and all this other bullshit, but that shit's all right. Good luck with that tour. If people support it, it's only because the people that you work for is really pushing for you to get out there. It ain't because you a real hot commodity. Who cares? I mean, what songs? I mean, I heard that this so-called last album that she got out is somewhat okay, but I haven't heard it. I don't want to listen to it because I know I'm going to lose 50,000 brain cells behind it. So it is what it is with that. But I know who's going to support it. The ratchets. The circle of people that I had to seriously move away from. Because all y'all do is chaos and bullshit and confusion and drama. I can't deal with you. Y'all all need help.
And they didn't want their babies alone. Again, he's got 5 kids, 2 and under. 4 of them all under 1. So they all got together, but Cardi B, she's supposed to be the top queen bee out of all the sister wives. And his baby mama squad, she didn't want to be around the rest of them with her kids because in her mind, her kids are better than their kids. She's rich and at the top, and all his other baby mamas are at the bottom. When honestly, those girls are being taken care of by her boyfriend while she's still having to foot all her own bills. While these other baby mamas got the $69 million bed buck running the field and muling for them. Like, first of all, you wouldn't have to think your kids are so much better if you didn't involve yourself in a situation like this in the first place. Cardi B was already married and already had 3 kids. I mean, one of those kids wasn't even walking yet. Before she got pregnant by this guy she barely knew. They hooked her up with this PR relationship.
Hey, yeah, it went platinum 2 days after she dropped it, but do you know any songs? I don't. I really don't. And I'm a music head. I would know good shit when I hear it. And I haven't heard any of it. You know, these record labels be buying the music to make certain shit go platinum. Y'all, you do realize this, y'all. You do realize that wasn't organically done. It ain't the old days. We living in a whole nother time now when it comes to artists and music and things of that nature. There is a known fact that certain labels, to make an artist look a certain way, would buy into that shit from that same company to make that shit go platinum. Just letting you know. She didn't that was the first song she dropped off her album. Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is, she didn't get to that status strictly from the masses. Don't think that people was just that. I mean, probably, maybe, but it ain't everybody. Everybody ain't with Cardi B. There's a lot of women that don't like her ass. And they show it and they say it all online all the time. That her shit is manufactured just like a lot of these other artists that's up there in the industry. It ain't done from real hard work. When was the last album that she had before this bullshit? Years. She built her reputation off of bullshit, ghetto ass drama online. Not because of her talent, because of her exploits.
For publicity, but Cardi didn't understand the assignment, or at least she overcalculated. The deal was not for her to end up pregnant by this man. No, not the guy she literally just met. That was stupid. And she's talking about ghetto situations finding her as if she's not the ghetto herself. There was no reason why she should have made the decision to be there, and she can't take it back, no, but you're not about to get praised over it either. Remember, the same thoughts and criticisms you have for Peter Guns and his sister wives, that's the same criticism people have for you now. And taking pictures with babies, using them as props to try to soften everybody's critiques, that will not help you in the long run. It's not going to make it all stop, because I noticed that too. Cardi B, not only did she use Stefan Diggs for PR, but she's also using these kids for PR. No different from Kim Kardashian. And if y'all can see it in Kim, you should also be able to see the same play that Cardi B is running. It's the same thing.
Does Cardi B think that her child, or even the 3 children that were born this year, are going to be like the last set of children that Stefan Diggs is going to have? Because at this rate that he's going 3 kids in a year, he's definitely having a few more kids. Like, unless they cut it up, I can't see him not having more kids. And it's coming out that she was smashing the dog walker, the chef, the security guard, the stylist.
They making excuses because they baby daddy picked the other baby mamas to go spend Christmas with too. So Cardi is relatable to them. That's why they love her so much, because she do the same ghetto hood rat, low vibrational stuff that they be doing. And they love it. They love it. Seeing a celebrity with all that money make just as poor decisions as they make, they eat it up. Them girls were sitting over there manless with them kids on their phone, on Facebook and Instagram, having to watch their baby daddy in matching pajamas with the other baby mama and kids. Watching him play with the other kids. And your kids trying to figure out, where my daddy? He with his other baby mama, the one he wanted to be with more. Like, did he at least play Itty Mitty Mighty Mo? Did y'all at least play paper, rock, scissors? Put all of y'all baby mamas in a hat and pick a name? Like, did he at least make it fair? Or did he just pick his favorite? That's why she's so relatable to them, because they all was in the same boat for Christmas.
And I don't give what y'all say. We're leaving acting like Stefan Diggs and Cardi B's a couple in 2025. All right. That man is now getting sued, or he has to go to court because there's another pregnant lady saying that he's the father of her child. That they're not in no relationship, PR or not. It's not even a good PR. That's not even a good look. That's not even a good look. So we're leaving that whole lie in 2025. Because the only reason we cared about the man.
So if y'all didn't hear, his personal chef is making a big stink about things. And I don't know if some of y'all didn't seen the video or pictures of her. I'm quite sure he hit that too. And he's apparently being brought up on charges of strangulation and abuse with this woman. And now I'm hearing that she might be possibly pregnant as well. Cardi, you are looking more and more like the gutter rat you are. 'Cause this is the type of man that you thought that dealing with Stefan was going to be an upgrade from Offset. You should have stayed with your husband. And guess what? You're still legally married to Offset. Y'all haven't nullified because you make more money than Offset. That's why it's not finalized, because you know he gonna grab that bag off your ass. That's why she bullshitting, y'all. That's why she ain't fucking signed them papers, y'all. But let it be the other way around. Oh, he a bum. Oh, he avoiding his responsibility. Blah, 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 blah. This y'all champion. This is y'all's king, a queen. That's y'all queen. That's y'all queen. But y'all want to fucking deport motherfucking Nicki Minaj out of the country because she likes the Trump administration and she had a conversation with Charlie Kirk's widow. Y'all bitches ain't shit.
Man, was because we thought that was about to be Cardi B's man. He's obviously doing everything he can to make sure we do not think that he is her man, right? So since he's not her man, we just carry on.
At the end of the day, all this my man, and you're not spending holidays with your man. I keep telling y'all, that is not your man. Okay? He's not yours. I'm sorry to be the one to bring you the bad news, but that is not your man. And Cardi B, you did this to yourself. When you make decisions like this and expose all your own business for publicity to get attention, doing all this, promoting all this drama for record sales and money, you're only going to get praise from other toxic, broken narcs just like you. Yeah, they connect with you because they're just like you. But you're also going to get criticism from people who can see this game you're playing from a mile away. But I digress. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Tell me what you think about this mess below. Special thank you.
And man, that's crazy, right? We to be continued as far as with her. Cause the shit with her is crazy. It's some more bullshit going on. Because I know y'all heard about the whole bullshit debacle with so-called Pastor Jamal Bryant that runs that church that Eddie Long used to have out there in Georgia. And I'm quite sure y'all done seen the dress that her first lady had. And I'm a part of a church. And my pastor has a first lady. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Shout out to Pastor Brooks and First Lady Deborah Brooks. You will never see her walking around like this bullshit. And he wants to cover up for it and shit like this, but he has been in the news on so much effery is beyond. Right? But shout out for Messi for putting this out here about this. I mean, I didn't seen other videos about it, but I always like Messi Michon, so shout out to Messi Michon. So if you're not subscribed to her, go over to Messi Michon and subscribe to her page and tell her the Black Bottom Roscast sent you.
And I like it. I don't care whether you like it or not. She ain't mad to y'all. She mad to me. If you wanted a first lady that looked like Little House on the Prairie.
No, it ain't about having a first lady that dressed like she live on Little House on the Prairie. This is what first ladies of churches is supposed to be accepted to look like, walking around in public. This is what you black Christians, you so-called black Christians, want your first lady to walk around looking. This is the image that these fake Christians want to have for people to support this shit and think that this shit is cool. Yeah, I know I'm cursing. I'm saying whatever. Yeah, I'm a church goer. I'm a member of a church. If you go on Grace Central's um, YouTube page, yeah, I'm involved in some of the things within the church. But this is cool to y'all. This is acceptable. She dressed like this, like she getting ready to come to the club and do this.
Time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator.
This is how she dressed. All right, let's go.
Prairie and Holly Hoppy, you got the wrong church. I wanted a wife I would rush home to, that I wanted to be excited to see. When we walked in there, I said, shake it fast, watch yourself. But
Do you know how many other men around the world that have wives or whatever, and how some of them might dress out in public? How they dress in public has nothing to do with how they dress in their home. You know, Muslims They are very strict to how they women look and how they present themselves in public because they don't want other men lusting after them. And for what it's worth, they're not wrong behind it because a large majority of the women that they're married to, if you take that hijab and all that other shit off, they ain't looking like how you thought they looked in that hijab. But it ain't for y'all to see. The old school Christians of our day, our women didn't walk around. You think Coretta Scott King will walk around like this? You think Medgar Evers' wife walked around looking like this? He ain't a pastor, but just giving you an example. You think Malcolm X's wife would walk around looking like this? Before he got with Betty, he was with a woman that was like that. And you know what he did? He left her punk ass. No, that was Muhammad Ali. I take that back. It wasn't Malcolm. Scratch that from the record. Muhammad Ali's first wife was worldly like that before he got with Tatiana Ali's mother. And y'all think that shit's cool? Y'all good with that? Y'all comfortable with that, right? Y'all comfortable with seeing a first lady looking like a fucking slut bag with a BBL on top of it? Alleged, you can call it alleged all you want. Yeah, she got one. Hit the like button on the way in, man. Hey, I do this shit. You know what I'm saying? We reacting to real shit in real time. And a lot of us out here in these streets is tired of this fuck.
But insecure, jealous, petty, small-minded people got in their feelings and set up a false barometer of holiness based off of a dress. The dress was not see-through. The dress was flesh color.
It doesn't matter if it was see-through per se. The illusion that she's trying to betray is Jezebel in nature. Okay? Is harlot in nature. It is to attract the attention of other men. I don't give a fuck what you saying. There ain't no way in hell a real shepherd of his flock is going to allow this to happen. There is no way you're going to tell me that this should be acceptable. No way. I clep, oh God. I ain't the most religious, but there are just certain boundaries that I should feel that should be held within the church. And this ain't it. This is blasphemous. This is Jezebel fucking energy. And Jamal Bryant is a fucking coon clown ass fake wannabe preacher that got all you motherfuckers out there fucked up in Atlanta. I said what the fuck I said.
Color. I need to set the record straight. I bought the dress. And I like it. I don't care whether you like it or not.
I want to thank the Lord today. I'm going to preach. I want to thank God for the First Lady. Amen. I thank God.
Hold on. Let's go back. This is Bishop Wooden, right? You see his first lady?
First Lady. Amen.
You see his first lady? What's wrong with that? See, the first lady is supposed to be the direct reflection of the first man or the pastor, right? The wife is supposed to be a reflection of her husband in the world, correct? How is a man to be respected on this earth if his mate is looking like a whore? How? I don't give a fuck if you bought the dress. I don't give a fuck if it wasn't actually see-through. I don't give a fuck if you think that shit's cool. It's the image that you're portraying that is fucking misleading to the masses. And this shit is crazy. This shit is an abomination. This shit is hypocritical. This shit is sad. But let's see what my man Bishop Wooden breaks down with this, because he speaks on it.
I thank God that she dresses like a first lady. I thank God. I thank God for that. The lowering of standards are amazing. A preacher presented his wife the other day, and I guess you call that a flesh-colored dress. I don't know. It's black dress and flesh color. It gives the illusion that she's not wearing anything underneath. And I heard the preacher, when he defended her dress, by saying, first of all, he bought the dress. And then he said, I want to address people who don't know anything, who haven't been anywhere, who don't know nothing. So I guess our objection to a man of the cloth presenting his wife in public looking like a $2 whore. Two. At least two. Now, I didn't say she was. I'm not talking about her. My statement is not.
Hey, God bless you, Bishop Wooden. I'll say it. She's $1.50 whore. If any church that I fucking visit or come and congregate with, they first ladies looking like that, I'm not fucking with you. I'm not. You can go to hell. Your first lady, she can probably get bought. Use a trick ass nigga. Your congregation is a fraud. And all y'all is the lowest of the low. To accept some shit like that. To accept some blasphemy like that. Who gives a fuck that you bought that dress, nigga? You a trick. You ain't no pastor. You a fucking joke. You a charlatan. You Just because you know the scriptures doesn't mean you're fucking spiritual. The devil knows the Bible. Let me stop.
Not about her. My statement is about him. I said he presented his wife, and he said he bought the dress. Those are his words, not mine. There is nothing classy about that. There's nothing modest about that. He said we haven't been anywhere. What I would like to know is where have you been? Where did he go? So I'll make sure that I never go there.
Amen.
Because I don't want to go.
Right, because what people of the cloth, as Bishop Wooden says, that you got first ladies dressing like this. Now, I understand that certain people in the congregation, you know, the congregation tells you, hey, come as you are. And some women, some men come to service that parishioners, they come how they dress. We ain't talking about them. The ones that ain't got no responsibilities, the ones that just come, hopefully they might give tithes, hopefully they might give donations to the church, to the house, to the storefront. Okay, it is what it is. You dress, I mean, we're not judging. They say, come as you are. But we talking about the fucking first lady. The other head of the church. We ain't talking about the bishops. We ain't talking about the deacons. We ain't talking about the ushers. We talking about the first lady. And you wonder why the attendance across the board in the black churches is almost less than zero. You wonder why the overall look of the black churches is in disarray. It's because of shit like that. But it be men like him, it be men like Geno Jennings that be pointing that shit out, and y'all don't want to hear the real gospel. Y'all don't want to hear the real gospel. You want secular living in the church. Everything is fuckery, man. Just like a lot of y'all want bullshit music at y'all parties instead of real music. Because this is a fucking sickness. This is a fucking disease. See, I couldn't be a preacher. I know I heard people say, man, we love your voice. We love how you speak. I can't be a preacher because I can't hold back my language. And I know God ain't through with me yet. I'm trying my best, y'all. But God is guiding me through that. I can't hold my language. I can't hold my profanity because that's how passionate I am behind this shit. And I ain't the most religious motherfucker on the world. I'm not a Bible thumper. I don't read the Bible every goddamn day. And I said, God. I can't see this shit and respect it. You wonder why I be like hesitant and shit? Because I be really observing people that claim they about that life. And like I've always said, motherfuckers always say they about that life until it's time to be about that life. And then they show you who they truly are. But let me not rant. Let's listen to some words of wisdom.
To go anywhere And I come back with that kind of a notion. Now, I will say this, and this is a comment about my wife, not his wife. This is a comment about my wife. My wife wouldn't have done it, no matter what I said. She just would have said, honey, I'll wear this for you. I wear this for you at home when we know the grandkids aren't coming. Because there is such a thing as decency.
Amen.
Decency. Y'all don't like me.
And check it out. Shout out to what the fuck he just said. Cause it ain't that men of the cloth or men in general don't want our woman to look attractive. It's not that we don't want our women to look sexy. But I'll be damned if we're gonna do this shit out in public. And I know sometimes in life, some of us slip and allow certain things to happen. That's probably why a lot of us held our women close to our chest while we had them out looking like that because of the wolves. My wife can tell you that. Has my wife always been modest in the world while we've been together for the years we've been? It's been situations that she kind of got risque with it, but you know where I was at, and she'll tell you I was right there. And if I wasn't right there, I told her to sit down until I got back. She'll tell you that shit. Yeah, okay, I'll let this, you know what? I don't mind you doing this. It ain't that I allowed her to not to do it or whatever. It's her choice. I can't make a person do anything that she don't want to do. But has it been times that my wife has went out and in our days looking really, really nice? Yes. But she'll tell you every damn time. If we was somewhere in public, we was some kind of club environment or party environment, hey, you sit right there, I'll be back until I get back. When you walk around, I'm walking with you. If I'm not, my peoples that's with us is walking you where you need to go. She didn't walk around by herself. It was more than cloud chasing. It was an abomination of the fucking scriptures. He ain't no real man of fucking God. He's a fucking con man. And anybody that's a part of his church, they are fucking sheep getting led by a bum of a fucking shepherd. Yeah, I said that shit and I meant that shit. Let's go back to this because y'all need to hear this shit. Shout out to Bishop Wooden for this.
As decency.
Amen.
Decency. Y'all don't like me.
Not
But
true.
in
Love
public, at an event where everyone will see, I don't know of a greater way for a man to demean his wife. And if he doesn't think that that is demeaning her, there is something wrong with him. But then again, we're also talking about the guy who looked at Cam Newton's legs and told Cam he had pretty legs. Yeah, see, so, something is wrong. And we live in a day where people will amen anything.
Come on,
The
Wooden.
members of the church screaming amen of her pastor, the first lady, wearing a dress that is designed to make it appear that she's wearing nothing underneath. Now, I'm going to preach, but I want to tell you this. I've been a man since I was 18. I was almost one before then. But I'm 64 now, so I've been a man for a while. So I want to talk to you about the world of men. The world of men. The world of men. In the world of men, when men see a married wife with her husband dressed like that, the signal that's sent to the world of men is he needs help. Because he ain't hitting it right. In the world of men. I said the world of men. Now, ladies, don't judge me. You don't live in the world of men. You don't know nothing about the world of men. You ain't never been a man, and you're not going to be a man.
Amen.
But in the world of men, when men see that, my God, she's begging for help. Ooh, look at
Begging
her.
for something.
That's what happens in the world of men. Amen. Now, whether it's true or not, that's what happens. And can I give you some observation? I have pastored here. I'm in my 38th, is it 38 or 39th? 38th year. 39th? Oh, Lord, time's passing. But let me tell you what I've observed with few exceptions. I didn't say no exceptions. I said few. Few. And I know I get into this stuff, it takes me too long. But with few exceptions, this is what I've observed. Beautiful young ladies when they're single, beautiful damsels looking for husbands, wanting to be married, dress one way. Not immodest, not ungodly, but they dress like young single ladies who want to be seen, want to be noticed, and want to be picked. I mean, it's nothing wrong with wanting to be married. I would think something wrong if you didn't want to be. And so you're godly, but, praise the Lord, you're a woman. But I noticed this, 99.9% of the time, that after she gets married, that dress fits
away.
looser than it did.
And it does. True women, when they decide to settle with a man that they know is going to be their provider, their protection, the rock, the head of the house, regardless how they used to dress when they were single, when they know they locked in with that man, they change their way of dress. Tell me if I'm lying. But at the same time, they know when they can dress down. They know there's a time and a place for everything with all this. There's a time and a place for this, for all this. Why the fuck is a pastor gonna have his first lady out there looking like Ronnie the Hoe in public at an event where other people are watching you and think that that shit is spiritual, think that that shit is godly, think that that shit is righteous, and then try to double back on it just because you bought the dress? Okay, so what? You bought it. Great. That wasn't something for the consumption of the circles that you fucking entertain. That was something for y'all amongst yourselves to indulge in. It ain't nothing wrong with that. No one said to be a fucking prude, but goddamn it, show some kind of modesty about yourself.
When she was trying to get married. Now, so did the Lord move? No, it wasn't the Lord. It was her husband. Her husband said, now, honey, that's a little, because that's a little tight. Because men don't want other men looking at their wives a certain way.
Exactly.
So that man will say, now, babe, praise the Lord, save that skirt for me. Here, you put on this one.
For them.
This one is maybe one size larger. We ain't gonna put you in sackcloth and ashes. We're not gonna drink.
It ain't even gotta be like that. But I don't need to see you showing a lot of skin in places where I don't need you to show a lot of skin at. It can fit you still good. It can be contour to your figure. It can be all that. I'm not even about to be that goddamn crazy or out the way. Whereas I don't want you to look anything other than what you are, and that's a woman. But goddamn it, I don't need to see your titties out. I don't need to see your dress showing up past your knees and showing certain things and certain markings that only I'm supposed to see. And true enough, me and my wife have tattoos. There are certain tattoos y'all don't need to see. Just like there are certain tattoos that I have that a lot of people don't know I have because I don't show it out like that. And true enough, in my younger years, I wound up tightening myself up quite a few times. But the only thing that I can say about my tattoos, they all have some sort of symbolic meaning behind it. I just didn't just get random shit just to have it, even though it's stated in the Bible we shouldn't do that. But hey, I'm not perfect. None of us are. If I would have lived a different way of life in my younger years to my young adult years, would I have still tried to get them? Maybe not. Or maybe I would have still. But that's besides the point. The point is, I put them in places where you can't really tell where I have them unless you look at my neck and other places. But you only want to get so far with that. But let's go.
Dresser and a knapsack. We want you looking good now. But now you can't just, you can't vavoom and show everything because you belong to me now. And since he understands that he can't beat everybody, he can't walk up to every man. What you look at my wife like that for? Because the guy gonna say, because she's showing it. Like I try not to look. Anyway, and she's now this is with few exceptions. Few, very few. Some of you are looking uncomfortable. I don't know why. It's the way it works. You get a husband, the husband don't want his wife to look like she's on display. No, he wants his wife to be respected. As a matter of fact, if you want to offend him, look at it the wrong way. Now then he's got a pride. That's what you look at. So that a man would present his wife like that, that says some awful things about him, and I don't want anybody to think that that's the direction we're going in the church. The Bible does teach about modest apparel. The Bible speaks of shamefacedness and sobriety, and anything that you wear that gives the illusion that you are naked is not for public consumption. That's for your bedroom. Amen. And have at it there. It ain't nobody's business, but know how to present yourself in public. And I haven't seen a president's wife dressed like that.
Say it again. Matter of fact, do you even see Trump's wife out on display? And she was once back in her day a model, did all that shit. Yeah, she had her past, just like all of us have a past. But now she's in a position of where she's the first lady with the president of the United States. When you see Trump's wife, you don't see her showing out. You see her modest. When you saw Obama's wife, We all know how that shit look. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
I mean, I've never most high class hookers. Ooh. You know, one that's gonna run you around. Cause I don't know. One that's gonna run you $10,000 a night. They don't look like that. Like a part of the deal is not to look like that. So the business mogul has an escort on his arm. You know, looking at him, he's 65, he's 70, and she looked like she just stepped out of a Barbie doll. He's paying. I mean, you know that. Praise God. And she's in love. Yeah, sure is. But she don't look like that because nobody wants anyone with sense looking like that. I thank God for my wife. I think she dressed wonderfully. Amen. Where's Rocky?
It is difficult. You don't go blind because you married. I see titties and booties every day. I see titties and booties every day. I see titties and booties every day. Brothers, y'all gonna leave me out here? I need the men to stand up and say amen. If you ain't said that, oh, sir. Let the church say amen. Titties and booties, titties and booties, titties and booties. I see titties and booties, titties and booties, titties and booties, titties and booties. I see titties and every day. Titties and booties, titties and booties, titties and booties. I see titties and booties, titties and booties, titties and booties, titties and booties. Let's go. What kind of shit is that? Booties and booties and titties and titties and booties, titties and titties and titties and every day. Booties and titties and titties and booties, booties and titties and titties and booties, booties and titties and titties and booties, booties and titties and titties and every day. Titties and booties, 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 titties and booties. I need the men to stand up and say amen. Brothers, y'all gonna leave me out here? Titties and booties, titties and booties, titties and booties. I see titties and booties, titties and booties, titties and booties, titties and booties. I see titties and every day. Titties and God.
Yo. That's where a lot of shit is going with the church, man. Anyway, how y'all feeling out there? I hope everybody's feeling good. I hope everyone's doing great. I hope everyone that's coming in, they're hitting the like button. And if you are new, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Shout out to Messi Mashan for that one. That just, man, that shit was crazy. All right, we're gonna get on this whole shit with Tim Walz. Shout out to my man, the Void Darken Show. A good content creator, you know, that does his thing. He's gonna break down what the whole nightmare with this whole Tim Walz and him dropping out of the race to go for a third term of governor in Minnesota, and this whole scandal that's going on not only in Minnesota with these Somalians, but across the board with a lot of different cities across this country with this scamming with either medical and child care. So without further ado, let's go.
Announced that he will not be seeking re-election, and essentially he's rage quit. This comes after billions of fraud has been exposed, And I think the Democrat Party is telling him to bow out now. But first, please like this video, share this video, leave a comment down below, and please do not forget to subscribe. Let's start here.
Major breaking political news out of St. Paul, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tim Walz will not seek re-election as governor, and what a fall from grace this has been for him. You might recall in the spring of 2023, he pushed through several progressive ideas.
All right, just to let you know, I'm going to just let this ride a little bit. I'm not going to do too much commentary with this one. I'm going to let this ride so y'all can get the full concept of what's going on with this in particular story. So without further ado, let's go.
Ideas to the state legislature caught the attention of Barack Obama, who went to Twitter to give his endorsement for the programs, which eventually caught the attention of people like Kamala Harris, who chose him to be her running mate as the vice president. Introduced in Chicago at the convention in August of last year, a debate that was an absolute disaster with J.D. Vance at one point called himself a knucklehead, but after reportedly billions of dollars have been stolen from taxpayers by way of the state of Minnesota, Tim Walz says he will not seek a third term. What a remarkable 2 years in the national spotlight has been for him, Dana.
And Walz hit Trump in his announcement. He said Donald Trump and his allies in Washington, in St. Paul, and online want to make our state a colder, meaner place. They want to poison our people against each other by attacking our neighbors. And ultimately, they want to take away much of what makes Minnesota the best place in America to raise a family.
Well, we know Minnesota is not the best place to raise a family. We also know that it was Tim Walz himself that wanted the stock price of Tesla to go down, which is such an idiotic statement because people who work in his government have their 401k locked up in Tesla. You think he wouldn't say things like that. So he was looking to pit people against each other. He's the one that said that he was friends with school shooters. Okay. He's been just as nasty and toxic as what he accused the president and the GOP of being against him. So, you know, this is nothing new. We've seen this reaction every single time from Democrats when accountability finally arrives. They don't take any of it, and they just, again, want to blame everybody else except themselves.
Minnesotans are hard at work on this problem. Advocates, administrators, investigators are on the front lines defending the integrity of our state's programs. And I want to give a very heartfelt thank you to all of them. There is more to do. A single taxpayer dollar wasted on fraud should be intolerable. And while there's a role to play for everyone, from the legislature to prosecutors to insurance companies to local and county government, the buck does stop with me. My administration.
Yeah, thank you for telling us that. That just lets us know that you allowed all of this fraud and all of this stealing of government funding, because the Democrats, when they were in power before Trump got into office for the second time, controlled it all. But this is not the first time that this happened. It's coming to pass now. It's coming to the fact that now we're really starting to see how a lot of these organizations move. We're really starting to see how money is getting moved around and money getting lost. Not to the tune of helping the community, but helping certain sectors of communities that don't care about the whole. They only care about themselves. From what I've been hearing, allegedly, is that a lot of these Somalians that run these healthcare centers and run these child care centers, they're actually getting paid just taking care and watching over their own children, not other people's children, but their children. And it is going on and on and on. Now the whistle got blown, and now y'all panicking and y'all running amok and y'all crying victim. like somebody did something wrong to y'all. Hell, you did something wrong to the taxpayers. You didn't took people's money that they work hard for to put in your pocket to supplement your own lifestyle. Nothing else, nothing more.
Administration has been taking fast, decisive action to solve this crisis. We'll win the fight against the fraudsters. But the political gamesmanship we're seeing from Republicans is only making that fight harder. We've got Republicans here in the state legislature playing hide and seek with potential whistleblowers. We've got conspiracy theorist right-wing YouTubers breaking into our daycares, demanding access to our children. We've got the president of the United States
talking about,
demonizing our Somali neighbors.
And what he's talking about is Nick Shirley. Nick Shirley has not been breaking into child care centers. Has Nick Shirley tried to talk with these child care centers to get information to try to say, hey, I got a child, I want to put him in there, and he's shown you on video that they didn't even want to do business with him. And why not? If you're a child care center trying to get more business, wouldn't you want to get as many children in your facility that you're allowed to have? And it'd be something different. It was like, well, we're at capacity, so we couldn't take your child. It'd be something different if they did that. They didn't even do that. They just said, why you want your child in our shed? So that raises red flags. That raises questions like, what do you mean? Why? I need my child in a child care facility while I'm out here earning a living. So if I'm going to pay you to watch my child during the times I need you to watch them, why is there a question?
Neighbors and wrongfully confiscating funds that Minnesotans rely on. It's disgusting and it's dangerous.
I would argue what is disgusting and dangerous is when a governor clearly lies about what Nick Shirley did. He didn't break into any daycare center. And if he did break into one, why wasn't he arrested? Where is the police report, the videotapes, eyewitnesses? They don't exist because that is a flat out lie from the governor. This is what I'm talking about. They've gotten to a point where they're so low that they'll just lie. They won't even do the political savvy thing, which is just don't make anything clear, be very vague. I mean, he's lying in great detail here. Again, he gaslights people by trying to lead with this idea that he was behind indicting people, that the people working for him, they've done a great job of, stopping fraud. Well, if you're doing a great job of stopping fraud, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. It's like what's happened in California. If Governor Gavin Newsom was so great at stopping homelessness, he wouldn't be looking to hide what happened with the money regarding homelessness, which has only increased, right? So these people are a complete joke. Now, here is the governor continuing to blame Republicans.
Republicans are playing politics with the future of this state. It's shameful. And I've said it before, and I will continue to say it. We welcome ideas from anyone in any party, from any walk of life, who wants to help us continue to stay ahead of these criminals. And we welcome the involvement of the federal government. I am grateful to the career professionals at the U.S. Attorney's Office and the FBI who have been helping us fight this fight for years. But I cannot abide the actions of the political leadership in Washington. These opportunists are willing to hurt our people to score cheap points. They and their allies have no intention of helping us solve this problem and every intention of trying to profit off of it. Which brings me to this. 2026 is an years have a way of ramping up the
and doing schemes is the best way to do things out in the world, right? I guess scamming the system and pocketing money on kickbacks is the best way how to deal with everyday politics in this country. Okay. All right.
politics at a time when we simply can't afford more of that in Minnesota.
And so this kind of brings me to who potentially might replace Tim Walz here. And we have to go to Kalshi to see what the prediction market is saying, which today's sponsor is Kalshi, by the way. You guys can go to kalshi.com/Devori, where they're going to give you guys a $10 credit if you choose to put up $100. And one thing you could do is look at this. Democrat nominee for governor in Minnesota, 81%, says Amy Klobuchar is 81. And then Steve Simon, which I haven't really heard his name, Dean Phillips at 4%. And yeah, so you could literally pretty much bet on anything you want. That's the cool thing about Kalshi. And they have other ones, obviously, who will lead Venezuela at the end of 2026. So people are already betting on that. Then you got NFL championship, college championship, government shutdown, Fed chair. And it gets so detailed that you could even bet on what words will be used during a press conference. I can't show it to you because it's already over, but there was a bet going on about whether or not Tim Walz will say the words ICE or National Guard, affordability, Trump. And, you know, people were betting on that. And of course, we knew that he was going to blame Trump every step of the way. So no secret there. But at any rate, this is Kalshi, guys. And you guys can go to the link in the description below and take advantage.
Walz is trying to leave because he could not win. If you listen to his statement, he wants to criticize the Republicans for holding accountability to hardworking taxpayer Monday. You're right, Keith Ellison. Now, I served with both of these men in Congress. I think the entire Democrat administration is going to have to resign because this will not be the end. Let's give credit to Nick Scherzer.
Oh, shit. What did he just say? He said eventually the whole Democratic Party might need to resign. That is saying a lot. What do I know? All right, let's go.
Shirley, a young reporter out there doing it on his own where others were not covering it, simply asking tough questions, and now Democrats are trying to wipe it under the rug, and Keith Ellison is trying to protect them. The next shoe I think that will drop is these daycare centers that were fake. They use this money also to fund Democrats' campaigns. I think a number of Democrats is now it's going to raise the issue. Republicans have to be smart, and this is where I'd listen to Tom Emmer. Let's get the right candidate to run in Minnesota. Tom ran a number of years ago and came less than 1% of winning. Now, I think he's too critical, and we need to keep him in the House, but I think he knows how to win in Minnesota as well. And let's put the right team forward, bring accountability back to this state, and it's just another prime example of mismanaged states by Democrat liberal policies that get us into this mess.
In other words, he knows that.
In other words, it finally tells you that the liberals are megalomaniacs. This is finally showing you how the liberals and the far left are fucking up this country. I don't know what more y'all need to see. What more evidence that you need to get on your front step? But if y'all don't see this as a problem, I don't know what to tell you.
That running for a re-election would be a huge distraction from his colleagues, people who also have an election, people who may have to, tie themselves to him during an election campaign. He would be more of a net negative, not a net positive. He probably knows that going into the spotlight once again, he'd get clearly exposed. Remember, the last time he got exposed for stolen valor. I can't believe people elected a guy who clearly lied about his rank. Now, to cap all of this off is his final clip here, and this is about him celebrating these progressive policies that are going to cost a lot of money. And the people who are going to pay for it is not the people receiving these programs. It's going to be the people who are trying to get by in life, the middle class, not the rich, as they like to say. They should pay their fair share. No, the share of what's going to fund these progressive programs are going to come from average people in Minnesota. And of course, he's celebrating that. Take a look.
Today, I'm proud of the work we've done to make Minnesota America's best place to live and raise kids. From our new paid leave policy to our child tax credit to our school lunch programs feeding every single child. And I'm doubly proud of the incredible team we put together to make this vision a reality. I want to take a moment to thank every member of my staff, to every single state employee who has been part of this fight. Now more than ever, I need you on the job. I need you to help work together to tackle the important work in front of us. And most of all, I want Minnesotans to know how grateful I am for the opportunity to serve this state, for the privilege that I have been given to serve in this office. I'm on the job. I'm focused on making sure that we stay America's best.
For fucking 2 terms, you done got a lot out of it. For 2 terms, you done sit up there and rape the land. For 2 terms, you done sat up there and got a lot of money out of this bullshit. So I guess after this, I mean, hell, you don't give a fuck, right? You rich. And that's a problem. You done took advantage of people's trust in you and took it to a whole different level. This is corruption at its finest. And if y'all don't see it, for all you motherfuckers that want to keep voting Democrat and support the leftist movement and liberals, I don't know what to tell you. I don't have an antidote for your problems or your issues or your ills or your mental anguish. I don't. But what I will say is that this is bullshit.
Best place to live and raise kids. No one will take that away from us. I'm proud of the way we treat our neighbors. I'm proud of the way that we welcome people to this state. I'm proud of the way that we innovate. And I'm proud of the way that we are optimists for the future. No one's taking this away from us. Not the fraudsters, certainly not this president, not on my watch. Tomorrow, I'll be back with you. I'll give you an update on America's best paid family medical leave program that is now a week into it. And at that time, I'll take all your questions. Thank you all.
Peak delusion. We already went over the paid program. And in case you missed it, $1,423 a week. You will get paid. And you know how many weeks is available to you if you're in the state of Minnesota? 20 weeks. That's almost half of the year, folks. 20 weeks is what, 4 months? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, what, 5 months actually? So 5 months, a paid lead program at $1,423 a week. That's essentially turned out to be somewhere around $76 million a week if 12,000 applicants get approved, because 12,000 people have already applied. So potentially the state could be on the hook for 76 million. And if we do the math on that, 76 million turns out to be 76 million times 20 weeks turns out to be $1.5 billion.
And God damn it, but we crying and bitching and moaning that we broke in this country. Check 1, 2. We crying that we broke in this country. We are crying that we ain't got the necessary shit. We don't have the necessary help for health care, food, housing, all that, right? But these motherfuckers can jag off billions on our tax dollars. And we still supposed to just let that shit be, right? All right.
And just really quickly here, the president did post on Truth Social by saying the following: Minnesota's corrupt governor will possibly leave office before his term is up. But in any event, we will not be running again because he was caught red-handed along with Ilhan Omar and others of his Somali friends, stealing tens of billions of taxpayer dollars. I feel certain the facts will come out and they will reveal a seriously unscrupulous and rich group of slimeballs. Governor Walz has destroyed the state of Minnesota, but others like Governor Gavin Newsom, J.B. Pritzker, and Kathy Hochul have done, in my opinion, an even more dishonest and incompetent job. No one is above the law.
Let's get right to CNN Chief National Affairs Correspondent Jeff Zeleny. This is a wow this morning, or at least would have been if you had said it was going to happen, 2 or 3 months ago?
That's right, John. Good morning. Even perhaps 2 or 3 weeks ago, the reality is Minnesota Governor Tim Walz had been insistent on running for a third term, which would have been unprecedented in and of itself. Minnesota has not elected a governor for 3 consecutive terms, but it is that deepening federal probe, as well as this widening scandal. As you said, he is not implicated in this at all. This is actually somewhat old news in Minnesota. This has been going on for years and years. The prosecution started back during the Biden administration, but over the holidays, it certainly did widen. There was a right-wing influencer who posted a viral video on social media that quite literally went viral when the vice president of the United States and the FBI director leaned in on this, and it shined a brighter spotlight on really what had been some deep concerns among Minnesota Democrats, even about the wisdom of Governor Walz seeking a third term. They believe that this would hang over the entire reelection effort and perhaps even damage the Democratic Party, even though there is no suggestion that there was wrongdoing.
There's no suggestion. Of course there is. I mean, listen, I think more than likely, and this is all speculation, I think more than likely someone talked to him. It could have been Amy. It could have been a top donor. It could have been someone who actually is running things behind closed doors and just say, hey, listen, man, you need to get out now. Bottom line to it. If you don't get out now, we not only will support you, but we will make sure that you go down. Okay. I think that's more likely what's happening here, but I could be wrong. All right. Let's hop back into this because I want to show you what the president had to say on Air Force One yesterday. And it's just interesting, the timing, because this wasn't today, this was yesterday. But it makes sense now.
It's not even believable. This very stupid, low IQ governor, he's a very stupid man because, I had a campaign against him with JD. And he's a stupid man. And he's a corrupt politician. And the Somalians are ripping off our country to the tune of, looks like $19 billion, but that's only what they can find. So usually when you're looking at 19, that would mean it could be 50. But the numbers are astronomical. Think of it. They have a dead country. They don't have government. They don't have anything. They don't have a military. All they do is run around shooting people and trying to capture ships.
Yeah. And that's going to be a statement that Democrats will say that the president is attacking the Somalia community, which we know that really is an attack. And he's just really telling the truth about Tim Walz overall. And, I think he's actually being a little polite because at the end of the day, when you are the guy in charge of it all, you should face every criticism there is under the sun. That's the thing. I don't think the president, Donald J. Trump, is immune from criticism. He should get criticized every single day. But it's the way people are criticizing as far as, are they focusing more on merits? Are they focused on the true facts of the case? Are they actually focused on the real conversations here? Or are they focused more on the person, right? And we don't have to attack Tim Walz personally, okay? All we have to do is look at his record ever since he left the military. I think that sums up who he is and why he is a failed leader. That's just the bottom line to it. Now, the president also had something to say about Ilhan Omar as well. Listen to this.
But what they are doing is they're stealing money from the American taxpayer. And every one of them should be forced to leave this country, including Ilhan Omar, who's a total crook. And she's one of the leaders of it. Not the only, because she's not that smart. But think of it. $19 billion at least they've stolen from Minnesota and from the United States. It's actually more from the United States because Minnesota puts in, and we're not going to pay it anymore. We're going to have Walz go pay. We're not going to pay them, and we're not going to pay California, and we're not going to pay Illinois with that big slob of a governor that they have.
Now, I was just telling you.
Basically, it has been spoken. He has cut off monies from all these Democratic states. state. Am I mad that he's doing it? I'm really not. Why? Because good, hard-working citizens are doing the best we can to still live our life and take care of our family. This shit's going to get eradicated real soon. So I ain't worrying about it. I ain't crying behind what he's doing. The only one that is the leftists, the Democrats, and motherfuckers that's following behind these fucking thieves. I could care less about it. As long as me and mines and others that would have like minds is doing what they need to do out here, it's not going to affect us. So with that being said, do what needs to be done. Check 1 2. Am I in my food? I need to hear something. Hold on for a second. I need to hear. Hold on. I'm sounding all fucked up. Hold on for a second, y'all. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Can y'all hear me right? Check 1 2. Can y'all hear me right? Check 1 2. Can y'all hear me right? Check 1 2. Can y'all hear me? Okay. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Okay, I see what I did. I'm glad I wasn't doing much talking. Yeah, because I had my shit all fucked up. But can y'all hear me good? Check 1 2. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Check 1 2. All right, you can hear me. Can you hear me? All right, there we go. All right, let's continue.
Telling you guys, the president is not immune from criticism. So here's my criticism. Why is Lindsey Graham standing next to you on Air Force One exactly? No one likes Lindsey Graham. I can't believe the president supports him. Now, obviously, I don't deserve his explanation. I'm not in the White House at any stretch of the imagination. So who am I, right? But I tell you, man, I just don't get it. And that's politics. Most of it doesn't make any sense. And it's on purpose, okay? For whatever reason, Lindsey Graham continues to linger around the president. He's already got his endorsement for the midterms. And that is just a shameful thing, in my opinion. But at any rate.
Yeah. All right. We're going to end that. I'm going to do one more video reaction. And then we're going to end this because I don't know what's going on. I'm having like some other technical difficulties because StreamYard is StreamYard. But shout out to Charles Forte for putting this in particular video out. So without further ado, we're going to do this. Let's continue on what we got going on.
So we're locked in, you guys, with the continuing coverage of President Trump launching the military operation that led to the arrest of Nicolas Maduro, the socialist dictator of Venezuela. And as I've been telling you, you guys have been watching the content, Venezuelans around the world are cheering this. They're rejoicing. They're celebrating the collapse of a brutal dictatorship that has finally been removed from power. And so now, for the first time in years, you'll hear many of them attest that the people of Venezuela have an opportunity to rebuild their country, enjoy peace, hopefully hold fair and free elections, and pursue prosperity at home. But here's the irony. While Venezuelans are celebrating freedom, Democrats and liberals don't seem nearly as excited to see the very people they've claimed to support finally have a country of their own to return to and fix. The contradictions tell you everything you need to know. And so let me know you love the video by smashing that thumbs up. Subscribe for the channel for more and share this video. That way more people see what's really going on.
Does America even need Venezuelan oil? And I can kind of understand your point, because if you look at just total oil production, look, this is up until 2005, the US was there, Venezuela was there, Saudi Arabia was there. But as you probably know, since then, everything has changed. Look, American output has gone through the roof, way above Saudi Arabia. And Venezuela has gone basically to the floor. And that's kind of post-Chavez, Maduro. They're one of the minnows now, and I think 21st biggest producer in the world. So again, that question, why should America care? Well, in the US, that big rise is largely down to this. It's down to the shale revolution. So you've got fracking all around the US producing extraordinary amounts of crude oil. Look at total oil reserves around the world. The higher these bars are, the more oil there is in the ground. So that hasn't yet been taken out of the ground. So there you've got Saudi, Iran, Iraq, all of the usual suspects. But the biggest of all, and this is according to various different sources, the biggest of all is Venezuela. And what's that oil? It's the heavy, tarry stuff that you might well want to put into those American refineries. And there is really only one other place in the world that has a kind of serious amount of heavy oil other than Canada and Venezuela. And lo and behold, guess where that is? It's Russia.
They are not going to be very happy. So China buys oil from Venezuela at about a 20 to 30% discount. So they get discounted oil, they get discounted gas. The Russians have been using their so-called shadow fleet of tankers to move oil around the world to help fund their efforts in Ukraine. So neither the country is going to be happy. But at this point, with Maduro gone, there's not much that they can complain about. Hopefully from here on in, we see free and fair elections in Venezuela and allowing the Venezuelan people to rule their country.
So yeah, shit's getting fucked up right now. And yeah. Shit about to get real in this world, in this country. Sorry for the mess up as far as the audio. I don't know what was going on. I'll figure that out after I'm done with the night. But if you heard distortion on my end vocally, I don't know what happened with that. It just happened all of a sudden. But we're going to let this ride out.
Country rather than the strongman Maduro.
Yeah, and so, ladies and gentlemen, you heard that. And this is what's happening now, because we know that Democrats, they don't really have anything to stand on as a party anymore. Other than whatever Trump does, we do the opposite, even if it's clearly good for this country. And so now what you're seeing is the Democrats and the liberal media, they're rolling out all the same talking points. This is all about the oil. But here's the problem with that narrative. They clearly did not listen to the president's press conference. He never denied that. He never denied that oil was a part of the equation. In fact, he openly acknowledged it. He explained that energy security is one of the reasons Maduro had to be removed, because allowing hostile adversaries to gain influence in our backyard is a non-starter. We're not playing those games with China and Russia. And that's exactly what Venezuela became under Maduro, a gateway for our adversaries right on America's doorsteps. And the president made it clear that wasn't going to continue. But despite all of that, you still have people like Kamala Harris popping up trying to manufacture a so-called gotcha moment as if it wasn't already explained plainly and directly. So listen to this. This is really interesting. 2024. Remember, in 2024, we are offering $25 million. This was the Biden administration. We are offering $25 million for information leading to the arrest of Nicolas Maduro, the president of Venezuela. Also, Kamala Harris, 2025. How dare Donald Trump arrest Maduro? And so here goes a bit of what she posted. Donald Trump's actions in Venezuela do not make America safer, stronger, or more affordable. That Maduro is a brutal, illegitimate dictator does not change the fact that this action was both unlawful and unwise. We've seen this movie before. Wars for regime change or oil that are sold as strength but turn into chaos, and American families pay the price. That American people do not want this, and they are tired of being lied to. This is not about drugs or democracy. It is about oil. And so now there's Kamala Harris trying to put her spin on it, obviously, in order to, like I said, whatever Trump does, Democrats just have to oppose it and believe the opposite. But she's not alone. And it's interesting because it wasn't that long ago under the Biden administration, like I said, a $25 million bounty basically was put out by the Biden administration, leading to information of the arrest of Nicolas Maduro. So I guess maybe that was all just lip service. They didn't actually want anybody to collect on that $25 million, but President Trump took it upon himself to say, we will not allow this to continue. But in the meantime, as Venezuelans across the globe are celebrating, you got liberals and Democrats doing something incredible. They're exposing themselves. They're telling Venezuelans, basically, you're wrong for wanting a fascist dictator removed from power. How dare you? How dare you celebrate the collapse of a socialist dictator? How dare you cheer as your leader is taken down, especially if it's done by President Trump? So instead of listening to the people who actually lived under that dictatorship, they're lecturing them from afar. Take a listen.
Demand for another country's oil reserves. This is not what Venezuelans asked for. And under international law, this action undermines national sovereignty, regardless of how brutal the existing regime may be. While there are no verified reports at this time of widespread civilian injuries but beyond military targets, this does not mean that civilians...
We're bombing Venezuela right now.
All right, check 1, 2. All right. For whatever reason, my shit's going right. So we're going to let this ride out, and then we're going to wrap it up.
It is 2:35 a.m. and Pete Kegsbrough, fucking cosplay G.I. Joe, is literally bombing Venezuela. You guys didn't stop them when they were bombing boats in the ocean. You didn't stop them when they fucking took a tanker off the coast of Venezuela like a bunch of fucking pirates. You guys didn't say shit when they bombed Nigeria less than 2 weeks ago. What the fuck are you guys doing? We are the terrorists. We are exporting error to the rest of the world. What the fuck is it going to take for you people to remove this dementia-ridden patient who needs to be in a fucking padded cell at this point?
You all should be ashamed of yourself. Your own people are going to be the next Iraqi refugees. Millions of your own people are going to die. And you're cheering for the death of your own people. You're cheering for the death of Americans like me are going to die. They're cheering for the death of their own people. Shame on you.
White liberals in America are complaining about Nicolas Maduro while Venezolanos in Venezuela are out celebrating that their dictator is gone. If this doesn't tell you how evil and disturbed white liberals in America are, I don't know what will. They're willing to allow an entire country to be exploited as long as it fits their political agenda and goes against Trump. Think about that. Nicolas Maduro publicly rigged elections, killed his own people, had actual re-education camps, made anybody who opposed him disappear. And this is who they're defending now.
Stay with me, y'all. Hands off Venezuela! Hands off Venezuela! Free President Maduro! La lucha sigue! Libertad, socialismo o muerte. Venceremos!
Venezuela, Venezuela. People are criticizing Trump for what he did in Venezuela. They say he bombed and kidnapped our president. No. Let me be clear. That man was never our president. He's a dictator. We didn't vote for him. Our elections were stolen. And when we protested, our kids were sent to prison. Minors were tortured. Girls were forced to prostitute themselves in prisons just to get food, to get a piece of bread. And where were all of you then? Where were all of you, liberals? Where were all of you? Where were all of you? You said nothing. You did nothing. But now you suddenly care about international law? I mean, now you all talk about human rights? Maduro didn't lead Venezuela. He kidnapped an entire country. So, no, Trump didn't kidnap anyone. No, he did not. He removed our kidnapper. And for that, we're thankful. You can divide politics all you want, but don't tell Venezuelans, do not tell Venezuelans how to feel about being free from a dictatorship.
To every Venezuelan cheering right now, you do not want to be controlled by the United States. They will drain you of all your resources and then leave you in a worse state than you are right now. We're also under a dictatorship, and now we are in charge of your country. United States citizens don't even want to be in this country anymore. We want a revolution from our own country. The only reason we've taken over your country is to steal all your oil and resources and leave you as impoverished as possible because we're an imperial empire. And that's what we do. Over and over and over again, we take over destabilized countries so we can exploit them. It's like being taken out of one pot of boiling water and being put into another one. And we're just going to slowly keep turning up the heat. The United States does not give a shit about democracy or freeing the people of Venezuela. All the United States wants is oil. It's all the United States usually ever wants from any country, because we're basically one giant oil corporation at this point. And now we just colonized you. I'm sorry. You are now under control of a fascist dictator going through the late stages of dementia. Welcome to the party.
Yeah, so this is important. It's something we all need to recognize and just understand. Liberals, they hate seeing people being liberated from socialism. That's just a reality. Now, if we just deal with the merits, the actual facts, Donald Trump lost an election he believed at the time was stolen. And we're now having more information come out recently that's pretty much proven that there was some foul play. Then later on, he was reelected and returned to office. Whatever you think about him politically, that sequence of events looks nothing like a dictatorship, like the ones Venezuelans were forced to live under. But it's very easy for liberals, as you just heard, to sit back from the comfort of their homes, enjoying free speech, jumping on social media, criticizing everything while sipping, Starbucks lattes and texting on their phones. It's easy to cry oppression in air-conditioned homes, where you're free to say whatever you want without fear of punishment or retaliation from your government. That's a luxury that didn't exist for the Venezuelan people. Now, that doesn't mean that the work is necessarily done. And even the president made that clear. There's still more to do. Take a listen.
We're going to run the country until such time as we can do a safe, proper, and judicious transition. So we don't want to be involved with having somebody else get in, and we have the same situation that we had for the last long period of years. So we are going to run the country until such time as we can do a safe, proper, and judicious transition. And it has to be judicious because that's what we're all about. We want peace, liberty, and justice for the great people of Venezuela. And that includes many from Venezuela that are now living in the United States and want to go back to their country. It's their homeland. As everyone knows, the oil business in Venezuela has been a bust, a total bust for a long period of time. They were pumping almost nothing by comparison to what they could have been pumping and what could have taken place. We're going to have our very large United States oil companies, the biggest anywhere in the world, go in, spend billions of dollars, fix the badly broken infrastructure, the oil infrastructure, and start making money for the country.
Than the following points.
But what people want to try to have and paint the narrative of is that they're just trying to just take over. Okay, if you don't think that America is going to benefit off of doing what they did as far as on the oil out there in Venezuela, then you don't know about business. But are they trying to take it over and keep it for themselves? No, that's not what he's trying to do. He's making deals. He's a businessman. That's what businessmen do. They make deals. But see, these far left liberals, these radical minded thinking people think that, oh, he's just trying to do that shit so he can just take over all of it. It's not going to happen. If that was the case, we would have took over Iraq. We would have took over Iran. We would have took over Saudi Arabia. We would have took over Russia. We would have took over all these other countries. If certain powers to be in this country was really about complete domination, you can only get so far with this shit. Yeah, we can do some deals, but at the same time, you can only do so much. Oil is big business. I mean, big business. If you don't believe me, watch the TV series The Landman, and you'll understand what that business is really all about. But other than that, look, that's been a thing in this country since the Bush days, since the fucking Kennedy days, about controlling natural resources, if you really want to go there. And that's from both Democrat and Republican sides. Look at the history. So let's not just think, oh, this big bad Trump is just trying to take it over. This has been an ongoing thing since history of understanding natural resources in this country. But anyway, what do I learn your
Maduro
history?
was indicted in 2020 in the United States. He is not the legitimate president of Venezuela. That's not just us saying it. The first Trump administration, the Biden administration, the second Trump administration, none of those three recognized him. He's not recognized by the European Union and multiple countries around the world. He is a fugitive of American justice with a $50 million reward, which I guess we saved $50 million. And
We should make sure.
yeah, exactly. But
Don't let anybody claim it. Nobody deserves it but us.
But I want to be clear about one thing. Nicolas Maduro had multiple opportunities to avoid this. He was provided multiple very, very, very generous offers and chose instead to act like a wild man, chose instead to play around. And the result is what we saw tonight. The other message here is the following. You have a guy, like many people around the world, they like to play games. You have a guy who decides he's going to invite Iran into his country, is going to, do the confiscation of American oil companies, is going to flood our country with gang members, is going to take Americans prisoner and try to hold them for hostage and trade them like he was able to do with the Biden administration. Basically likes to play games all this time and thinks nothing's going to happen. And I hope what people now understand is we have a president. The 47th president of the United States is not a game player. When he tells you that he's going to do something, when tells you he's going to address a problem, he means it. He actions it. I can tell you, I've watched this process now for 14, 15 years, been around it. Everybody talks. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. When I get there, we're going to do this. We're going to take. This is a president of action. Like, I don't understand yet how they haven't figured this out. And now, if you don't know, now you know. Because this is the way it's going to play out. And I think people need to understand that this is not a president that just talks and does letters and press conferences. And, if he says he's serious about something, he means it. And this is something that was a direct threat to the national interest of the United States.
Yeah, and so now Democrats, this is what they do. They're looking for any single phrase the president says that they can latch on to and oppose without actually listening to the full context. And so when the president says, we're going to run the country, that's all they need to hear. They grab that line and run with it. They conveniently ignore the part where he clearly explained why, to ensure a safe, proper, and lawful transition. That part suddenly becomes irrelevant to them. And so now we got Walmart, Dollar Tree Obama himself, Hakeem Jeffries, making statements like this. Take a listen.
They have to start with the capture and indictment of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. You have called him a, quote, criminal and authoritarian dictator who has oppressed the people of Venezuela for years. Is Venezuela better off without Nicolas Maduro in power?
Well, he's a bad guy, of course, and he's going to stand trial in an American court of law at this particular point in time. It remains to be seen whether the people of Venezuela are going to be better off. Donald Trump claims that he's going to run Venezuela. He's done a terrible job running the United States of America. Life hasn't gotten better for the American people over the last year. Life has gotten worse. He promised to lower the high cost of living. Costs haven't gone down. They've gone up. The healthcare system is broken. Donald Trump refuses to do anything about it to address the Republican healthcare crisis. So the notion that he's going to run Venezuela and make life better for the Venezuelan people, of course, is belied by the facts as to what he's done as president here in the United States of America.
I mean, well, let's think about it. Gas prices are hitting lows that we haven't seen in years. The border is more secure. The administration launched a full-scale deportation effort to remove illegal migrants who were allowed in under Biden. Trump signed executive orders to unleash American energy, and he moved to cut off the flow of drugs tied to Venezuela, poison that been killing Americans at a staggering rate. Not to mention the big, beautiful bill, the tax cuts. It's 2026 now, so we will see tax season exactly what that looks like for many people as they go to file their taxes and the anticipation of the larger than usual tax returns because of the big, beautiful bill. Meanwhile, Democrats act like none of this is happening. They pretend results don't count if Trump is the one delivering them. But let me know what you think. Drop your comments down below. As always, smash that thumbs up. Let me know you love the video.
And shout out to my man for doing that. Shout out to everybody that's been tuning in. I know I had some, like I said, StreamYard been StreamYarding. I don't know what the fuck's been going on with my system. I'll figure that out later. But yeah, hope everyone had a real good night tonight. I hope everyone enjoyed what we was doing. I hope everyone's being blessed. We about to sign out because it's getting late. And I know people got to go to work, start a new year. It started early and get it while we can. You are here at the Black Bottom Roscast. And like my man Sinful P always used to say, God rest his soul, I want you to live as long as you want and never won't as long as you live. And with that being said, shout out to everybody. Hit the like and subscribe on your way in. We are gone.